Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Conversations with Ask Ash. This is episode number 2, what your clients are saying behind your back. And yes, clients talk about you. They sure do. They sure do. And it's not fun. You know what I'm saying? When you hear that, when you've experienced that. I know that as a solopreneur, that you wear all the hats. Man, oh man, do you wear all of the hats, meaning you're the social media manager, you are the accountant, you are the unofficial, I don't have a law degree, you're the legal eagle of your company, right? And so it's hard to sometimes come up and do all of the things, right? Because you're balancing so much. But one thing that we have to really hone in on, and one thing that I have developed a lot of different processes in my business, is around the client experience, is around customer service. I believe that when you have bad customer service, people aren't going to want to come back. Because how many of us have done this? We have been at a restaurant, we've been in a store, someone has rolled their eyes, someone has not wanted to come and help us, and we are ready to go to management. We are on Yelp. We are giving out all the bad reviews. Let me tell you, I've been there myself as well. But the thing is, folks, we don't want that to be the experience as entrepreneurs. That is not what we want. So we have to really start honing in on this thing called the client experience, this thing called customer service. We have to make sure that we have these processes in place so that we're able to serve our clients at the highest level. So not only are our products and services thebomb.com, or, people are just are raving about our products and services, we want them to say, upon entering into the experience of Ask Ash Consulting, that they just knew that this was going to be awesome. Before they even get on the phone with me, I want it to be so streamlined. I want it to be inspiring. I want it to be engaging, all of those types of things. And we can get into a little bit of strategies and tips and things on today's episode that we'll go through. So let's break down what the client experience is so that we're level setting with definitions and that you guys know what I'm talking about. The client engagement experience is a streamlined process that connects lead generation activities to the discovery call process, client onboarding, and offboarding experience. Lead generation activities include lead magnets such as ebooks or a webinar. Your discovery call process is when you're speaking to a client about your products and services and how that can actually help solve their problem. And you're also figuring out, are we a good fit? Do we have the right chemistry to work together? Client onboarding, that's the proposal, contracting, and invoicing process. The client offboarding is when you're handing off your deliverables. You're collecting testimonials and reconciling any payments. This is going to be extremely important. This particular client engagement experience is going to be very important for your graphic designers, virtual assistants, social media and branding managers, anyone who's taking one-on-one clients, and this is perfect for coaches and consultants. And so why does this even matter? Why would I want to have this whole process? Because after all, I'm just here to, get after the bag, get after the money, which I'm not mad at. And I think that's important to have that focus, right? That's why you're in business. You're building something. You're having something that sells products and services. But I truly believe that first and last impressions matter. So what I want and what I desire for Ask Ash Consulting is for people to have an experience, meaning I want people to know that this is warm and engaging. I also want people to know that they can trust me because I've put processes in place in my business. That's really why I focus on having customer service and a client experience. I think it's really important. While there's so much focus on the end result, I'm really equally as interested as the first part of the process, the first point of interaction that someone has. And so let's also break down some of the certain elements that you'll want to start paying attention to in having a really streamlined client experience. So one of the things that, is really a time sucker, right, is really something that you can't get back is manually booking your scheduling calls, right? Your client calls. I see a lot of posts and things where people say, inbox me for an appointment or text me for an appointment, which you can do, but I don't know why you would, because texting back and forth, the date, the time, when you can meet, I have to pick up the kids from soccer, all of that great stuff, it's just going to suck up a lot of time when you could have a booking system, a process like Acuity Scheduling, Calendly, Book Like a Boss. These are apps that you need to be incorporating in your business. These should really be the first things that you should have, because one of the things that I spoke about in my systems lab, that's my weekly meetup that you guys can come to. It's free. And we talk about systems and processes. There's usually a lesson. It's really fun. Okay, quick plug. All right. So one of the things that I discussed is in my systems lab is the fact that you have to have the automated scheduling process so that you can save your time. Also, this also builds trust between you and the client. It means, wow, she has a process. Ooh, I got the time. I'm booked. I'm ready to go. And you can properly prepare for that discovery call by having some questions that you may want them to answer. It allows you to just be mentally prepared for how you're going to serve them best on this call. So that's one of the things that I encourage greatly after you listen to this podcast, to go and sign up for Acuity in a Calendly or Book Like a Boss. Get the premium features, go and upgrade. I believe they're in between $9 and $15 between the three, and begin to automate that piece of the process, right? Begin to do that. All right. So secondly, let's discuss that piecing together your contracts, your invoices, your proposals will create more stress for you and your clients. So we can talk to why it's important to have a contract in place, because it sets the boundaries. That's number one. But I've seen people email contracts out and, you get, I don't know how many I get. I get at least 200 emails a day. I get a lot of emails. And so it can be hard to miss that. And you don't want to delay the process of when a project is supposed to start because you've emailed proposals and you've emailed the invoice and people are asking you, where it's at. And to be honest, you just don't have that much time to just go back and forth. It just wastes time when you could be devoting yourself to other projects and aspects of your business. And especially when you're on travel and you're going to go speak or train or teach, or whatever it is, or even just going on vacation with family, you just want to have that, especially that booking process. You actually want to have that streamlined so that wherever you are, even if it's like 2:00 in the morning, someone can actually book a call with you and you're not going back and forth. Or for your client onboarding process, all you have to do is go into Dipsado, which is a all-in-one client software program, and make a couple tweaks to the contract and the invoice and just send everything on its way, right? And having that set up properly is just going to save you a ton of time. It's also going to make such an impression on your clients that you have something that is seamless, and even with some of these software programs, Dipsado and Honeybook, you can put your own spin on it, add your logo, make it fancy. It's good stuff. So I want to just kind of break down too, because I mentioned two software types, Dipsado and Honeybook. Both of them are all in one client onboarding, discovery call, process, client offboarding systems that you can use for your business. You can also track your leads. And this is where you get paid. You can actually centralize like where you get paid and seeing like how much money that you're making. So before you begin tinkering and signing up for these programs, which I endorse, sign up for one of them. I want you to map all this out. I truly believe, and this is one of the things that I teach, process before tech, always, because you need to understand how someone is going to enter into your client engagement experience. You need to know the steps, and then you need to test that out. It needs to make sense to you. Do you have too many steps for someone to actually come and book a call with you? Perhaps. I'm even thinking about switching some things up with my own client experience. And always remember this, processes are always meant to be improved upon. That's it. That's it. I mean, you just want to be sure that your process is streamlined and that it's seamless. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, DM me at AshleyShuler _ so that we can discuss. Hey, tell me what you've learned. Tell me how I can serve you best. Thanks for tuning in. Hey friend, I'm inviting you to the Systems Lab, a weekly hangout for entrepreneurs, mompreneurs, and whomever wants to come to learn why systems and processes are important for your business. I teach and train on all sorts of topics from email marketing, project management, and content creation. Sundays, 6 p.m. EST. I hope to see you then.